So what are you currently reading?
I'm reading a book called Capital by John Lancaster. It takes place in London, in one street, which I believe is a fictional street, called Pepys Road. It's a novel, and it has somewhere between 15 and 20 main characters, as far as I can tell, and it's this sort of broad swath of middle class, lower middle class, and upper middle class life in London, nowish, 3-4 years ago, and it's a remarkable portrait of sort of the times and the city and people and their desires and the different ways that all sorts of lives can intersect in one street, in one city, in a few months. I love it. My favorite children's book is The Cat in the Hat. I read The Cat in the Hat to my kids pretty much daily for at least a year. I definitely have the whole thing memorized, and if you want, I can recite it right now, but I think that would be embarrassing for everybody.
Yeah, just give me 2 lines.
The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so he sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I love the beginning of that book.
What is your favorite banned book, and why do you think people were against it and found it offensive?
Well, The Catcher in the Rye is my favorite banned book. I don't know why people found it offensive. I mean, I assume that there's an episode with a prostitute in this book, and there's the idea that a young man could call up a prostitute to his hotel room. That's perhaps a morally ambiguous or dubious situation, but I think that that's one of the main things that books are there for, is to teach us about morally ambiguous situations and how to deal with them and how to react to the world in its imperfections. And I think that banning books that teach, especially teenagers, exactly what these situations are the very worst books to ban. It's misguided on every level. Kids will always be interested in all of these things, and the only way to make sure that they don't damage themselves is to have them be more informed, not less informed.